Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel where today we're going through another week in Brewview. And what a successful week it was for the crew. The Brewers went 5-2 in their 7 full games this week, losing the final game of the Toronto series, but winning 3 out of the 4 against the Cincinnati Reds, and have taken the first 2 of a 3-game set against the Baltimore Orioles, which will be wrapping up later today. But first, let's go through these games, see who played well, who did not, and see who the Brewers have for the next week. So last Thursday, the Brewers dropped the series against the Toronto Blue Jays 3-1 in the final game of that series. Scoring for the game, Bo Bichette hit a solo home run in the first inning, and then Matt Chapman hit a 2-run shot as well. And the Brewers only scored a run at the top of the 9th inning when Brian Anderson grounded into a double play that scored in Rowdy Tellez. For the Brewers, Christian Yelich went 1 for 3 with a walk. Owen Miller 1 for 4. Tellez 1 for 4 with a run. And Brian Anderson 1 for 4 as well. And Joey Wiemer went 1 for 2. Wiemer hit his 9th double of the year. Rowdy Tellez someone got a triple in the game, which is really incredible. And then ceiling for the game, Owen Miller got a 7th stolen base, and Joey Wiemer got his 9th. Pitching, Freddie Peralta was solid. Went 6 innings, giving us 6 hits, 3 earned runs, 2 walks, 3 strikeouts, but they give out those 2 home runs in the first inning. McGill went a scoreless inning with 1 strikeout, and Elvis Peguero went a scoreless inning with 2 hits, 2 walks, and a strikeout as well. But the Brewers were able to get the first game of the series against the Cincinnati Reds 5-4 in 11 innings. Scoring started off with Joey Wiemer hitting a 2-run shot in the top of the second for a 2-0 Milwaukee lead. But then the Reds were able to get back up on top in the next 2 innings when Nick Senzel hit a ground ball to score in Fraley. And then Jonathan India hit a 2-run shot for a 3-2 lead for the Reds. But the Brewers were able to tie the game up in the top of the 4th when Victor Caratini groundout scored in Christian Yelich. Then in the 11th, 2 groundouts by Caratini and Terang scored in 2 runs for a 5-3 lead. And then in the bottom of the 11th, Kirk Caselli doubled in Stevenson for a 5-4 game, and that was the end of the game as well. Darren Ruff went over 1 with a walk in this game, but he also left the game with injury. He was placed on a 60-day IL due to a patella fracture, so wishing the best luck to him. Rowdy Tellez 0 for 4. Owen Miller went 2 for 5. Christian Yelich went 2 for 4 with a walk. Alberto Monastero went 2 for 4 in the game as well with a walk. Joey Wiemer went 1 for 3 with a home run and 2 RBIs. Monastero hit his first double of the season. Wiemer his 6th home run. And stolen base, Monastero got his first, and Bryce Terang got his 8th of the year as well. Pitching, Corbin Burns did pretty well. Went 6 innings, giving up 2 hits, 3 earned runs, 4 walks, which is not great. 7 strikeouts and the 1 home run. Joel Payamps had a scoreless inning with 2 strikeouts. Strzelecki went a scoreless inning with 2 strikeouts. Devin Williams went a scoreless inning with a strikeout. Elvis Peguero picked up his first career win with a scoreless inning in bottom of the 10th. Then Bryce Wilson came and gave up that 1 run on the 1 hit that was a ghost runner and got his 3rd save of the season. The Brewers followed it up with a 10-8 victory over the Reds the next day. Scoring for the game, Rowdy Tellez singled in a run in the top of the 1st. Bottom of the Steer singled on an infield single, scoring in a run for a 1-1 tie game. Then in the top 2nd and 3rd, the Brewers really pounded it on with Bryce Perkins singling in a run. Christian Yelich doing the same thing. Then Owen Miller ground hit a fielder's choice, scored in a run. And a walk by Joey Wiemer scored in a 1 for a 5-1 lead in the top of the 3rd. And then Bryce Perkins hit his first career home run, which was a grand slam for a 9-1 lead for the Brewers. Bottom of the 3rd, the Reds got 2 runs back with a Jonathan India groundout and a Jake Fraley solo shot. Top of the 4th, William Contreras hit a solo shot for a 10-3 lead for the Brewers. But in the bottom of the 6th and the bottom of the 9th, the Reds made it kind of interesting with a Newman sacrifice fly and India single in the 6th to get a 10-6 deficit for the Reds. And then Spencer Steer singled in a run, and Hopkins walked in a run as well for the final score of 10-8. For the Brewers, Christian Yelich 1 for 4 with an RBI and a run. Rowdy Tellez went 2 for 5. William Contreras went 2 for 4 with a home run. Brian Anderson went 1 for 4. John Singleton went 1 for 4. Montestero went 1 for 4. Weimer went 1 for 2 with the RBI and 2 walks. And Bryce Perkins went 2 for 4 with a home run and 5 RBIs. Perkins, his first RBI of the season. Contreras, his 7th of the season. And Yelich had his 13th stolen base of the year as well. Pitching, Colin Ray did solid. 5 innings, 6 hits, 3 earned runs, 3 walks, 5 strikeouts. Trevor McGill won an inning, giving up 3 earned runs and 3 walks. Bryce Wilson went 2 scoreless innings with a walk. Jake Cousins struggled got nobody out, got 2 hits, 2 earned runs, 1 walk. But Devin Williams came in and closed the game out with a scoreless inning with 2 walks and 3 strikeouts for his 10th save of the season. The Brewers then took the 3rd game of the series to win the series 5-1 the next day. Started in the top of the first when Montestero hit a 3-run home run for his first career home run. Then Victor Caratini hit a solo shot for a 4-0 lead. Owen Miller singled in a run for a 5-0 Milwaukee lead, and then Jake Fraley hit a solo shot for the final score of 5-1. Christian Yelich went 0 for 3 with a walk. Owen Miller 1 for 3 with a RBI. Rowley Tellez went 2 for 4. Montestero went 1 for 3 with a home run. Caratini went 2 for 4, and Weimer went 1 for 4 as well. It was Caratini's 3rd home run, Montestero's 1st, and Yelich got his 14th stolen base of the year. Owen Miller got his 8th stolen base of the year. Adrian Hauser pitched fantastic, going 7 scoreless, 7 innings, 6 hits, 1 earned run, 2 strikeouts. Elvis Peguero and Peter Strzelecki each had a scoreless inning as well to end the game. But the Brewers were unable to complete the sweep of the Reds, losing 2-0 the next day, off of 2 solo shots, one by Stuart Fairchild and one by Tyler Stevenson for a 2-0 loss. Owen Miller went 1 for 4, and Joey Weimer went 2 for 3 for the only hits for the Brewers. Weimer hit 2 doubles, and Julio Teheran got the loss in the game, but he pitched fantastic. Been a great pickup by the Brewers. Went 6 1/3 innings, 6 hits, 2 earned runs, 1 walk, 5 strikeouts, and gave up 2 home runs. Hobie Milner went 2/3 of scoreless inning, and Trevor McGill went a scoreless inning as well. But the Brewers finally back home after the road trip, won the first game of the series against Baltimore 4-3 in a comeback victory. Started off in the bottom of the first when Brian Anderson and Abraham Toro both singled in runs each for a 2-0 Milwaukee lead. Then Aaron Hicks hit a 2-run shot to tie the game up at 2. Ryan O'Hearn hit a solo shot to give the Orioles a 3-2 lead. But then in the bottom of the 8th, Bryce Terang singled in Bryce Perkins to tie the game up. And bottom of the 10th, Joey Weimer singled in a run for the final score of 4-3. Hitting for the Brewers, Yelich went 3 for 4 with a run and a walk. Brian Anderson went 1 for 4 with an RBI. Toro 1 for 3 with an RBI. And then Bryce Terang went 2 for 4 with the RBI. Weimer 1 for 5 with the RBI. Yelich hit 2 doubles to give him 9 on the year. Terang hit his 2nd triple of the year. Base running, Yelich got 2 stolen bases to give him 16 on the year, which is great for him. Bryce Perkins got his 1st stolen base of the year, and Bryce Terang got his 9th stolen base of the year. Freddie Peralta went 5 innings, giving us 6 hits, 2 runs, 2 of them earned, and 9 strikeouts in the game. Then Elvis Peguero went a scoreless inning. Joel Payamps went an inning but gave up 1 run with the home run to O'Hearn. Trevor McGill won a scoreless inning. Devin Williams with a scoreless inning and 2 strikeouts. And Peter Strzelecki won a scoreless inning with 2 strikeouts to get the win for the game. And then, later on, the Brewers were able to get a 10-2 victory over the Orioles to clinch the series for them. And it was just a fantastic game. Willie Adames, his first game back off the IL, hit a solo shot in the bottom of the 1st. Then Joey Weimer homered in 2 runs for a 3-0 Milwaukee lead. Bottom of the 4th, Joey Weimer singled in a run. Bottom of the 5th, John Singleton got his first RBI in 8 years when he doubled in Owen Miller. And then Brian Anderson singled in John Singleton as well. Bottom of the 7th, the Brewers just powered on with Montestero, doubled in a run. Caratini hit a sacrifice fly, and Joey Weimer hit his 2nd 2-run home run of the night for a 10-0 Milwaukee lead. Then, in top of the 9th inning, Orioles got 2 runs off of a Hayes single and McKenna double play. But, fantastic game for the Brewers. Yelich went 1 for 5, 3 strikeouts. Willie Adames went 2 for 4 with a home run and an RBI. Owen Miller went 1 for 5 with a run. John Singleton went 1 for 3 with a RBI. Contreras pinch hit for him, went 2 for 2 with a run. Brian Anderson went 2 for 4 with an RBI. Montestero went 1 for 5 with an RBI. Caratini went 2 for 2 with an RBI. And Joey Weimer went 4 for 4. 2 home runs, 5 RBIs. Singleton got his first double of the year. Adames got his 7th. Montestero got his 2nd. Weimer got his 12th. Home runs, Adames got his 10th home run of the year. And Weimer had his 7th and 8th home run of the year as well this game. Not much for running, but pitching, Corbin Burns was excellent, going 8 scoreless innings, only giving up 2 hits and 9 strikeouts. And then Sousa came in to just clean it up with an inning, giving up 3 hits, 2 earned runs, and 1 walk. But absolutely fantastic for the Brewers there in that series, who currently have a 1.5 game lead over the Pittsburgh Pirates in NL Central. If you look at our schedule, we finish up the series with Baltimore later tonight. Later today, with Colin Ray on Saturday, we have a 3-game set against the Oakland A's at home, which should hopefully be good for the Brewers. And then we have go on a road for a quick pit stop against the Minnesota Twins. But let me know what you guys think about how the Brewers have done this week. They have been doing a lot better, which has been really, really good. And let's hope they can continue it in the next week. And until then, I'll see you guys again very soon.